Don't, hey, come here. Pleasant Lake Park versus Christopher Denowitz.
Good afternoon, Judge. David Morris on behalf of Plaintiff Pleasant Lake Park, LLC.
Your name, sir?
Christopher Genoviak.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm a little hurt today. Had to step out of the hall. I'm a recipient of a SSDI at 100% since March of 2020. I just got some things I want to read. I don't know how the protocol is around here, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
Well, it doesn't start with that.
Just start with this.
No, it doesn't.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
It does not start that way.
Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks for your time.
Judge, this is our second hearing on a non-payment of rent matter. Current rent to retain possession is $495 with fees of $75, costs of $110 for a total amount of $680. We have had some discussions, but no payments have been made, and parties were unsuccessful in finding settlement. I should note, Your Honor, that it appears an answer was filed with the court, but I did not receive a copy.
We'll get your copy.
Thank you.
All right, sir, what did you want to tell me?
Okay. So they're not doing maintenance to force the default. I've spoken with an attorney, like one of those free attorneys that you call them, a number they give you on the form. I called one of them. They're like, yeah, you have like a brilliant retaliatory defense. I guess he's trying to do default and to quit. I guess I got the notice.
Do what?
I guess they're.
Welcome back to another video. Today's case pits Pleasant Lake Park LLC against the tenant, claiming his home is being invaded, not by people, but by a mysterious creature living beneath his bedroom floor. From unpaid rent to wild animal allegations, this hearing has everything: drama, disbelief, and a judge who's just trying to make sense of it all. Stay tuned, because what starts as a rent dispute quickly spirals into one of the strangest legal moments you'll ever witness.
I'll just read what I have. I'll read what I have.
Well, let's not.
I don't want to jump the gun here, but I did. This kind of makes more sense. So they're not doing maintenance to force the default. They did not board up holes, but they set traps and they put poison outside the unit, like when they should have just boarded up the holes. This creature, it's like a rodent. It's like nesting underneath my bedroom, like my bedroom floor. The skirting was never fully pulled back when he promised me that. We both saw this creature and he set traps that were too small. And then he put poison outside the unit. He never pulled the skirting back to put poison on its nest. There are multiple entries around this unit. Let me continue. I'm really sorry for wasting your time. We really shouldn't be here.
Ma'am,
So the skirting.
sir, you're not wasting my time. I'm getting paid.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm like.
At this point, Judge Morris lays out the core issue: non-payment of rent totaling $680. That includes base rent, fees, and court costs. But here's what's fascinating. The defendant, Christopher, isn't denying the rent. Instead, he's about to argue that his landlord intentionally failed to fix his home's maintenance issues to force an eviction. In legal terms, that's called a retaliatory defense, and if proven, it can flip the entire case upside down. Let's see how Christopher explains this alleged conspiracy.
Unemployed. I lost my job like a few weeks
Okay,
ago
go ahead with
of
your.
pain
Go
and stuff.
ahead.
I know. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead with your reading, please.
So the traps were too small. And Mr. Weasel, that's the name. That's the person trying to evict me right now. It's Mr. Weasel. Mr. Weasel and I both saw this rodent or creature, not at the same time, but it entered out of the lake. My rental unit is up against a small wooded line about 15 to 20 yards, and then there's a massive lake. So we both seen this creature. It is fat. It is large. It's like a gopher. It's like a beaver rodent creature. So there's 10 points. There's 10 points. Almost done. So the traps were too small. He put, and we both saw it. We both know it's big. So I was.
Did you catch that? Christopher claims there's a giant creature, part gopher, part beaver, nesting under his bedroom. He even says the landlord used poison instead of sealing holes, creating unsafe conditions. This is where reality and frustration collide. The judge's patience is tested, but notice his calm tone. He's letting Christopher speak freely to ensure a fair record. Legally, this matters because if the property is uninhabitable, the tenant can argue that rent shouldn't be due. But will the judge buy the monster under the floor defense?
Trying to do walkarounds, Mr. Weasel usually just sends his maintenance dude just to do the maintenance. And this maintenance gentleman is a kind man. He also lives in the park. And this gentleman also works for Mr. Weasel at the landscaping company. And let me point, for Mr. Weasel to send out this maintenance dude, he has to pay him double time. So he's a maintenance, maintenance man is an employee twice for Mr. Weasel. So we did schedule one walk around, but I was late returning from cleaning up a church festival. I spent 9 hours at a church festival on Monday morning. I was cleaning. We had.
So if they get rid of this
And I wanted to.
animal, then
Yes, sir.
we're
Yes, Judge. Yes, sir.
all good.
Now things start heating up. Christopher goes into deep detail, naming Mr. Weasel, describing a maintenance man, and insisting there's proof on a trail camera. But none of that evidence has been shown to the court. From a legal standpoint, that's key. Claims without evidence hold no weight. Still, emotionally, this shows a man who feels unheard and desperate. What would you do if something was literally living under your floor and no one believed you? Let us know in the comments. Is Christopher losing it, or does he have a point?
Oh, good. And let me just I have a couple more points. I know this is really going into banana
Do
town.
you know anything about the animal?
I did set up a trail cam.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
But I don't want to use that. I need to finish my points. So he never contacted me. He was on the property twice doing maintenance that wasn't completed, and he never contacted me when I was in the house.
Sir, I'm going to stop you.
I know. I'm sorry. This is
No, I'm going
I'm
to
just being-
stop you. That means stop talking.
Yes, Judge. Sorry.
Counsel, do you know anything about this animal?
We know of the idea of the animal. My
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
we've heard of the issue, but my client has not set eyes on any animal. The animal at one time maybe was a mouse, and then a rat, and a cat, and then a beaver and a badger, and so my client knows nothing about any real animal. Traps were set, the skirt was tightened on the manufactured home. He has been out, or his management.
Here's where Judge Morris shows why courtroom balance matters. Rather than dismissing the claim outright, he proposes a neutral extermination inspection, a practical and fair legal move. This step could make or break the case. If the inspection finds evidence of an infestation, Christopher could argue for repairs or even rent reduction. If not, the judge will see his defense as pure imagination. This is classic judicial reasoning, separating emotion from evidence. You can feel the courtroom tension rise as the judge pushes for facts over feelings.
And has responded to all legitimate requests. The defendant.
Sir, you need to turn around and face the front and not wander.
I understand the defendant. I understand the defendant set up trail cams. We've received no footage. We've received no recording. We've received no audio file, no video. The defendant claimed over the phone that there's hours of critter noise every night. There are neighbors to the defendant.
Let me just stop you for a moment. Might it behoove your client to just
Board up the holes that are super obvious. I'm sorry.
I don't know at
read it
what
at once.
point I said I needed help with my sentence.
I know. I'm sorry.
Then you need to sit down and be quiet. Be quiet then if you can't sit.
Yes, Judge. Yes, Judge. We're cool. We're cool. We're cool. Yeah, stand still. Stand still. I know. I just gotta keep moving. I gotta keep moving sometimes.
And now, the gavel drops on the money issue. The judge orders rent to be placed in escrow. In plain English, that means Christopher must deposit $1,250 per month with the court instead of paying the landlord directly. This protects both sides. If the tenant's claims prove true, he gets credit. If not, the landlord gets the funds later. It's a smart move that freezes the financial dispute until the truth about this so-called animal invasion comes to light. This is how courts keep things fair when facts are fuzzy.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Might it behoove your client to just hire a company to come out and look and make a determination based upon evidence that they see as to whether or not this creature exists or not? Because quite frankly, if there's a company that goes out and they tell me, yes, there's an animal, then they can tell you how to eradicate it. If they say there's not an animal, we're going to be at a point that there's not an animal. And apparently not one that grows from a mouse to a beaver in no time at all. I've never heard of one in Michigan, but we'll see. All right. So how long, do you think your client would be interested in doing that, counsel?
Yes, Judge, I think my client would be happy to get an extermination company to come and write a report.
Yes. How long do you think it would take him to do that? Because I can put this over to the 7th and 14th. What would you? And I'm going to order escrow.
So, what did we just witness? A tenant driven to the edge, a landlord accused of neglect, and a judge who handled it all with measured patience and practical wisdom. The case now hinges on one thing, that extermination report. Will it reveal a real creature beneath the floor, or will this saga end as one of Michigan's strangest courtroom myths? Either way, Judge Morris gave both sides a fair shot. If you found this case as shocking and bizarre as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns, right here, where real drama meets real justice.
Thank you, Judge. I think the 14th would be
A better thing.
Better. What does that mean? What does order escrow?
So I'll explain that in a moment.
Sorry.
I'm going to adjourn this to November 14th, 2025 at
2 p.m.
at 2 p.m. That will be an in-person hearing. How much is monthly rent? It's
Monthly rent is $1,250, Your Honor.
but portion of it is paid.
Correct. There was
What's his portion? Do you have Section 8 or something like that, sir?
Just SSDI.
So you pay your full rent?
Yeah, I got, I'm not employed now because of the noises underneath my bed. Every night for 3.5 months. Like I can't sleep. I can't sleep
Okay,
at all.
your monthly rent is how much?
$1,250, Judge.
$1,250. All right, I'm going to order escrow in the amount of $1,250. That is to be paid within 7 days of the date that it's ordinarily due.
I have.
You have to, and what I mean by escrow, sir, is you need to bring escrow to the court as funds, pay them to the court until this is resolved. When you bring it to the court to pay, the $1,200 must be in cash. We do not take checks or other forms of money. Understood?
Not understood. I have additional comments that I'm not sure if he just wants to like evict me in future again. But the bathroom floor is sinking by like 1.5 inches. Like there's like a hole in the bathroom floor sinking. There's like a hole. And I've already made this maintenance request. And actually, so there's an animal. I found this out about 2 nights ago because I had missing food. There's an animal entering my living room through the vent. This is a trailer from the 80s. So like this past week, I've had like, and I know exactly which vent it is. I've complained about that. So like there's now an animal entering my vent that I found out 2 days ago, and it's been eating my leftover food. It's going into my living room. This is a super old trailer, like massive. There's holes all around. He's already boarded up 10 feet on the main stairs. He's boarded up 20 feet on the south side, and I'm asking for like 8 to more 10 feet.
What is your next point?
So my next point is this trailer. So here's my official request, Judge. I want a state inspector. I want something from the state